What's up, guys? EDA here, and we're going to be reviewing the Man United versus Liverpool game. And guys, what a game! Coming into it, had Liverpool as heavy favourites, regardless of the FA Cup win. Thought Man United may come back with a vengeance based on how they performed against Chelsea and how that game ended. However, I was like probably the majority of people had Liverpool as heavy favourites to win the game and grind out a result against the Man United team who can be annoying to play against because they find a way to drag out a result or drag out a performance. Key things coming into this game, as mentioned, was the injuries for Man United. As you can see in the starting lineup, they were playing the young centre back next to Maguire, Kambawala, and he did really well from in terms of like this being his one of his first major starts. I think the only other game he's played was West Ham at home as well. Um, Big props to him for stepping in. Maguire was really good as well. Have to give him his props when he plays well. And yeah, Man United, as the game went on, it looked like Liverpool were in full control. If I'm being honest with you, they dominated from the beginning, all of the first half, and they should have been at least 2, 3 goals up. If I'm being honest with you, they enter into half time 1-0 up through a Diaz goal. It resulted from a corner, and the ball found its way through Diaz. There seemed to be some confusion and some complications with Man United's defending on that corner, and it was kind of a microcosm for their defending in general. Like it was up and down, and when I say up and down, I just mean chaotic. It was chaotic. They seemed to drag Liverpool into more and more of their chaos as the game went on. Going into the second half, again, I thought, as many people might have thought, that Liverpool would continue their domination, go from strength to strength. However, an error with Kwanzaa allowed Fernandes to score from the halfway line, an incredible goal. I thought Bruno was particularly poor before then. His passing, his decision making just wasn't up to scratch at the level you would think it would be. But again, he bounced back with a goal that meant the world to Man United. And I think that goal lifted his performance throughout the rest of the game. Man United were able to actually take advantage and take the lead with a Mainoo strike that was unbelievable. The boy's a star. You can see it. This goal is a cherry on top of the cake. If I'm being honest with you, he will go from strength to strength, and I don't really like to just focus on goals, assists, those moments. I think it's not the goal, it's the ability to take such a moment on and be so strong and be so decisive in those moments when other senior players may not be. After that, it looked like Man United would, continue. They had like maybe a 5, 10 minute spell after the goal where they were still in control. Liverpool seemed to be a little bit shell shocked, but as we've mentioned time after time again, Liverpool have a fighting spirit. They didn't give up. They continue to work hard. They could have, accepted that they're down 2-1 away from home and given up. They didn't. They kept fighting, and Javier Elliott found himself into the box. He was brought off the bench, and I remember Saka goes to ground very easily to take out Harvey Elliott, and I think that was a misplaced decision. I think there's actually, when you look at it, there's no contact on Harvey Elliott. Actually, he smartly moves the ball, shifts the ball away. So when Aaron Wan-Bissaka does come in, he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't get the man, but again, it was a reckless challenge, and it's hard to defend those kind of things. If I'm being honest. So where does this leave both teams? For Liverpool, second now, just behind Arsenal on goal difference. They'll continue their march. I think it's a really good feat for them not to have lost this game. So they need to hang their hat on that and continue to push forward with that momentum. Man United, again, they should take a lot of pride from what they've done. I think their performance in general wasn't great, if I'm being honest with you, but they fought. And when a team has had issues during the season, all you can ask for them to do is continue to fight. So the Premier League table looks a little bit different from how it looked at the start of the weekend. Arsenal now top, Liverpool second, and Man City third. And we'll see how it continues to play out. If I'm being honest with you guys, I've got a lot of thoughts and opinions on how this will play out. But again, we're looking at 3 top teams who are going to battle to the end. If we just look at the momentum of the game, as mentioned, Liverpool had large amounts of control throughout the game, and they just weren't able to take advantage of it. Like you mark Liverpool on being clinical, and they weren't clinical at during this game, and that cost them the victory. It should have been an easy victory if we're being honest with ourselves, but they didn't take advantage, and that's the game. That's the Premier League. If you don't, there's enough quality in these teams for them to take advantage. You make one slip up, a team can take advantage, and that's exactly what happened in this game. So yeah, much props to both teams for putting on an entertaining game. It's not, again, I find myself in quite an interesting position because I love, Premier League heritage football end to end, but it got to a point where I think even Gary Neville said it's too much. Like the whole of the middle of the pitch was open end to end, no structure, and I feel like Man United almost dragged Liverpool into their kind of game of chaos. Even though Liverpool play chaos with most, I think Man United's lack of structure even confused them at times where they didn't know what decision to make. So again, props to both teams, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the game. It shakes up the race for the title, and we'll see if there's going to be any more swings in this title race. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe for more football content, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.